out the cup. And there wasn't even a lot in my cup at the time. So yeah, I think that's it.
I think that's
Great
good.
answer. Yeah.
Definitely. I
That's
believe
that's
good
really good.
advice.
Find like being able to
Happiness.
have love within yourself before like
Mm-hmm.
seeking it from someone.
Hmm.
That's so true. I think that's like actually a really good point because I don't know, it just seems like many people search
I was
um
about to say, bro. They're
yeah,
always in
search for that
relationships,
love
right?
from other people to fill them, and so it's like you become dependent on someone else to give you what you're searching for.
Yeah.
But the
Mm-hmm.
problem
Right.
is if they're unable to give you what you're searching for, what happens then?
Right.
And
Hmm.
then yeah,
It's like you
just some
can't
thoughts I
depend
had.
your happiness on that person, right? They shouldn't be the source or the love,
Yeah,
right? It should be within yourself.
Yeah.
it's like what do you call this? Sorry if I'm just like I just thoughts just come into my
No,
head.
it's
I just
definitely
kind
good,
of
bro.
Yeah,
Feel free
exactly.
to
yeah
let them out. Take your time. Are you guys, by the way,
um
okay with going a little bit overtime? We're close to an hour, but
Yes.
is
We're good.
everybody okay if
I
we're
hope
going a bit
Andre
longer?
is
I'm
You
gonna try
okay,
How are you
to
doing
staying
there,
Andre?
Andre?
leave
awake.
soon.
Later on, he's like,
I'm good. We're good.
um,
We're good.
Andre's
Okay,
what do you
go
call
ahead,
it?
Andre.
Last like when it comes to relationships, the person at least um you are gonna be with, like, let's say romantically, um should be someone that gives like an addition to your life. They're not the ones that like, so because you're already full on your own,
Full.
you're complete on your own, and so everything else that you get is an addition rather than searching for them to be everything that you need. Because I think the reality also is like, okay, if they're gone, so your wholeness is gone as well.
Exactly.
Uh, so that's, yeah, I was just reminded of that.
Yeah.
But
Like
Right.
basically, your significant other should compliment you. They shouldn't be like, you know how
Yeah.
they say it's like relationship should be 50-50. No, it's 100 and 100. And then they just compliment you.
Absolutely. I think if you depend too much on, man or woman for your source of happiness and fulfillment, um,
yeah,
down the line, either you're just going to get hurt and it's going to leave you with a big hole in your soul. And I believe the only reason, even though it sounds terrible, the only way, the only way to fill in that hole in our lives is God, is
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. That He's the one that makes you complete. Because I believe we were made for God, and He made us to love us, and so that we can love Him. So, as Andre V mentioned, they should compliment you, your partner, especially in Christ. So God first, then a godly spouse. So that's my take on it.
yeah, I love these like these rations.
Is there comments? Is there
Which
is there
one?
comments that I'm not seeing?
Oh
KJ,
yeah.
KJ is like, I'll be
60-40.
fair, 51 half. 49.
We'll try na lang para sa'yo.
What is this?
Someone
What
also
what,
said,
what
Pedro
happened in the
Taglish,
comments?
I'm run out of tissues,
Oh,
nosebleeds for hour.
Oh, Tagalog go.
Tagalog tayo lahat. Game.
Okay, go. You start,
okay.
Andre.
Sige. Susunod na tanong. Nga,
Oh.
Tagalog na tayo.
Woo.
Itong
Oh, sige.
tanong para si Andre V. At isip
Oh,
ko, ito tanong ay importante.
tahong.
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 Did you say taho?
Itong tahong. Tahong. You know muscle?
Ito
Yung pagkain.
ito ito para si Andre para hindi matulog. Okay na?
Oh.
Paano yung attraction ay different sa love? Tama ba yan? How
Ah,
is
Okay.
attraction different than love?
Oh.
paano magkaiba yung attraction
Yun.
sa
Yeah.
Ah,
pag-ibig
yun.
ata? I think I'm trying.
So,
Paano
so
magka...
yung sagot
What
ko
do you
sa,
think, Andre V?
yung sagot ko sa tanong mo, paano ba different yung attraction
It's
sa love?
becoming a comedy show.
So,
Cringe.
Joke lang.
Hindi ko kaya.
Joke lang.
ito yung sagot ko.
Go,
Okay.
But
Andre.
feeling ko guys, ano to, attraction, surface level lang yun. Pero yung love, ano to, very meaningful, sobrang malalim, sobrang deep, 'di ba? Like like the love. Feeling ko when you ano to, when you love someone, it's like you put them first. Sila ang nasa nasa harap mo. Pero yung attraction parang like surface level lang. Pwede na ba yun yung sagot, guys?
Sorry, bro. It's hard for me to.
Wait, Andres probably, what did you just say?
The
Wait,
girl who asked us to speak in Taglish was like, okay na po, English na lang po. Sabi niya,
Wait,
okay na po. Okay na po,
let
English.
me
sorry, bro.
let me
Damn.
translate back in
Baka
English.
mas lalo na
Yeah.
nosebleed siya pag...
Let me retranslate in English. But you know, like when you yeah, like I said, attraction is just like surface level, but love is
Right.
so deep. You know, it's like when you
Mm,
put them in front of you, like you put their happiness, or how you do this for somebody else, and
mm.
uh that's how I see love as it's different. You know, it's deeper. That makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Right.
please want to add to that. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'd pass...
Cause I.
yeah, I was gonna
Go
pass it
ahead.
back to Andre B. Yeah, Andre B. I was gonna say, what do you think's the difference?
Thank
Right.
you.
I would say thank you for the stickers. I would say that if it's attraction, like you just see somebody, and then that's the sole reason why you want to pursue something with that person. I think that just comes down to lust, and
Mm-hmm.
when it comes, if that's the base of the relationship, not loving that person as like you want to love that person like you love yourself, become one with this person. No, you're just attracting. You have different intentions, not really about God. That would be a difference with loving somebody in a godly way versus just being attracted and pursuing that out of lust. And if we really want, God's blessing and guidance in a relationship, to bring glory to His name, to change each other's lives, to have a beautiful relationship with somebody. When you look at somebody and you see their character, you see their mindset, their morals, you see their spiritual love for the Lord, that's when I believe God um, will handpick and choose this person for you. And you guys will be
Mm-hmm.
together because God allows it,
Yeah.
not just out of feeling, right? Again,
Yeah.
attraction, if it's
Mm.
just a feeling, feelings change all the time. So that's kind of like
Well
my
said.
reflection on that.
Yeah.
Can I just add though? I think attraction naman is not always, like a negative
Yeah,
connotation to the
Right.
word. I think lust could have the more
yeah,
negative
that's
connotation.
true. I
Pero
agree with you,
I think
Nice.
attraction, it's like short lasting versus love,
Yeah,
which is long lasting.
yeah,
So attraction could be like, just the initial reaction to someone that's
yeah,
good looking, or to
Right.
someone that's, yeah.
that's
Pero
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think what Andre's saying is when there's lust involved, or there's malice,
Right.
bad malice involved. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Of course,
and
attraction is not bad, but
yeah, I
connect
think it's
that
good to be attracted to the
Yeah.
person you
It's
want to
that
a
be with.
person.
It's not
Yeah.
like
it's
you wake
No,
up,
no, I'm
oh
not
my
but
trying to
god, I
say
it's
don't
don't
be
like what I
attracted to
see.
somebody.
Like you just hate the person.
But no, what I
attraction is
mean
right
is
there
like
next to air.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
it's a
like your
part of
thoughts
yeah,
when you attract
Yeah.
somebody, and it's like, oh dang, she's like fine, I'm gonna go for
yeah,
that sort of thing,
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
compared to she's beautiful. I'm curious, what else is there to her? What else is? Let's see who she is, sort of thing. You're
yeah.
interested, and
Mm-mm.
I
then if there's other good things that are good, then
yeah.
yeah,
Could I add a thought
go on, Drea.
to that?
Of
Please do.
course.
I think lust asks what can I take, and love asks what can I give.
Aw.
Nice,
Mm-hmm.
Where are you getting
I
these from?
see.
I love them.
I'm just
nice.
thinking, like
I
thinking,
love
like breaking
that.
it down, right? Lust is like what can I get out of the person?
Yeah,
What
That
exactly.
can
makes
they
more sense.
give to make me happy? To and but love is like, no, I also want to give. I want to add. I want to add more value. I want to
Right.
be able to express what's within me to them, to build them up and to
Mm,
grow our relationship.
love
You put
that.
Uh
them first, right?
yeah,
Mm,
exactly. So um yeah, lust is something that seeks to
taking.
receive, and love is something that wants
Hmm.
to give.
I love that.
Okay.
That's a
I
great
remember
question.
that
Love,
question.
thank you for. See, this is beautiful in conversations. We're able to like take each other's takes, different aspects, help out the truth and how God wants his message to be delivered. And yeah, that was very well said.
I love it.
And this question that I have for Andre L, you opened a little bit about it last time, but and I love your conclusion when it came to your experience. Um, tell me about something you've learned through experience about loving someone.
Yeah. Um, about loving someone. In the context of romantic relationships, context of family.
I
Is there
would
a specific
romantic
context?
in more towards romantic.
Romantic and
I
the
think the
Okay.
context.
com
What
the
kind of
comments want
yeah
romantic.
Yeah.
you know
yeah
what they
for
want.
now for now.
uh, so what's something I've learned from loving someone?
Mhm.
Was that it?
Or perhaps the story you kind of shared last time. If you could kind of tell us about perhaps a love story in your life, and then and
Mm,
the conclusion, like what you was able to take from it and learn. Because I really loved the way you worded it the last time in the end.
yeah. I guess to kind of to shorten what I shared last time, one thing I realized in my previous relationship was that what whoever you love, ah, if you love something or someone, you'll make them a priority, and whatever you prioritize, you're gonna make time for.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people also say, right, like I don't have time,
Right.
but then we all have the same amount of time. It's just we have different priorities,
Yeah,
and if you
agree.
really prioritize someone, you're gonna create time for the person.
Exactly.
And there's some moments for me where it was also a long distance relationship, and I understand, of course, the reality is there are gonna be conflicts of schedule, conflicts of time. But then if you if both people really want the relationship to work, they're gonna find ways to make time. It's not always just gonna be like, oh, it's so difficult, so I guess you just have to adjust all the time. Like to a certain extent, yes, it will happen. But like if that's the repeating thing forever, it's like, wait a second, something's a bit like off here. And the difficult thing was like I tolerated it because I thought, oh, this is just how it's gonna be. And then another thing that uh was difficult was whenever there's some moments when serious discussions came up, when things were a bit heated, and I would really try to listen. Something that would be said sometimes was, you just don't understand. And I would say, oh, all right, can you please explain so I can understand?
Mm-hmm.
But then the person would try to explain, and then later on just say, you don't understand. And then I'm like, I felt that I was incapable of understanding. So I thought this is my fault and something is wrong with me because I cannot understand her. And I felt so like discouraged with myself because I thought, wow, I'm just like messing this thing up. And then later on, I realized though, it's like sometimes when you, and this is another thought, and this could be true. Sometimes when people say you don't understand, it's because you're just not agreeing with what they want you to say. And so they'll just say you don't understand, so that it's like the blame is on you, it's not on them. And entering into my so I am in a relationship now. And
Reveal.
There's the answer.
There's the
Last
answer,
time
guys.
you was withholding it, man.
Oh, he
you know,
just revealed it.
if you guys went to my
Yun.
monthsary stream at the end, there was uh
Okay. Nice.
yeah.
My jowa
um
pala.
yeah, if you guys went to my stream last time, you would have seen.
Stunning.
You were there.
I saw from your story.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
we saw
Oh,
it.
nice.
Wow. Okay.
Ah.
Um. Anyway. So it's also a similar dynamic, but one thing she would do is she would find time without me even having to ask her. Like she
Wow.
Nice.
creates time.
Good.
And and it's like for me it would be so refreshing because I'm like, well, I don't even have to bring it up. You're just creating time because you want it to happen. Like you want to spend
Yeah.
quality time together. And of course, there's a difference. The one if they're always free, that's different. Like, of course, if someone's always free, you're kind of wondering, do you do anything else with your life if
Yeah.
you're always free? But amidst your schedule, she creates time. And then the second one is when there are heated discussions, or not necessarily heated, but just serious discussions where, let's say, uh, topics can be a bit more sensitive.
Mm.
She take the time to say, "All right, uh, this is what I'm gonna share, so you can understand me." And
Ooh.
she really takes the time to share how she feels, and she says, "This is not to put you down. This is not like." She lets me know she's sharing from an honest place, not to attack me, but just to share what's going on. And also vice versa, when I take the time to share to her, she really listens. Like she really takes the time to listen to me and understand. And I think just having that like was so refreshing because I didn't realize actually how my relationship before, I thought that was healthy, but then also because she was my first girlfriend, maybe I thought, oh, maybe this is the best it can be. Because she already met a lot of, sometimes we have that list of like things we're looking for in a person. She met a lot of things in that list, so I thought, oh, this is probably the best it can be. But then entering
Totally.
into this relationship now, I'm like, wow, I didn't realize my relationships can actually be so healthy, like so understanding, so full of honesty and
Yeah,
openness
that's
and care.
beautiful. That's very
and
beautiful.
and I'm so glad that that's how it's going for me right now.
Man,
Uh,
happy for you, bro.
question. Yeah, we're very happy for you, man. Question: Are you guys able to, worship together, or read the Bible together, or listen to
Yeah,
music, or sing together? What do you
yeah.
guys do to ground your relationship in the faith?
Well, I think the good part is even before we entered the relationship, we were like faith is already a priority in our lives. So we don't need each other to
Hmm.
have that push towards faith because we're already choosing within ourselves this is something we want in our life. And I think that is at least for me, something that I want. I don't want to have to be entering into a relationship where I'm the one constantly like, hey, come on, can we please do this? Or come
Yeah.
on, you should go. Like I'm the one constantly pushing them. I want them to be so motivated and like
Right.
They
dedicated in
want
their
it.
walk with God that regardless of whether I say anything or not, because God is the main thing in their life, they're like, this is something that's important to me, so I'm gonna
I
do
love
this.
that.
And
Yeah.
uh, that's how it is right now for at least for her and I. And yeah, sometimes we get to like watch a video together, whether that's a message or something about relationships
Uh-huh.
and faith, or sometimes we share sometimes we pray for each other. And um I love it. Like I honestly think it's such an
Well,
amazing
that's
thing to share
great.
with someone.
Relationship goals.
Goals. Hashtag goals.
That's beautiful, man. That's the dream.
Aw.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
for
Thanks, guys.
for for me, um, and one thing I could relate on your story that you shared last time, when you mentioned the person before, perhaps, and you guys, went in through LDR, and you experienced the troubles and the toughness, and you mentioned it was very sad for you to realize, even though when you thought that everything is so perfect and this is really meant to be, you both are in the faith, and um, God is like setting this up, and then you're coming to these realizations, what's going on here, fights, stress, all these things. But a fine line here between being able to encourage the other person rather than discourage, and you push through, you fight it out, but or try to work it out. But if it's going down that path, at some point, um, you have to choose the path that God's putting before you and giving you. Choose the Lord, and whether you don't get your way or not, whether you hope it was going to go a certain way, you have to really choose God's will, and choose that path. If anything is kind of taking you away from the Lord, um, you can't really allow yourself to go down that path. You can change your direction, accept it, and really love and pray for that person still. And
Right.
that's why I asked you, Andre L, how do you guys stay grounded in your faith in a relationship? Because I believe that's really what's going to make it work. If you guys can have
Mm-hmm.
that time together where you pray, where you listen to worship music, where you go to church together and encourage in the faith one another,
Yeah.
that's what brings so much beauty to a godly relationship. And that's something that,
Mm.
you know,
It's true.
really praying for.
Yeah. Because
But
if
yeah.
let's say, just to add, like, let's say for you, if your priority is faith and the other person doesn't have faith as a priority in their life, like
Right.
essentially you guys are just gonna pull in different directions. And if you're pulling in different
Mm-hmm.
directions, it's
Exactly.
just gonna be like you feel like you're choking each other.
Back and forth.
But then
Hmm.
if you both have similar values and directions, then it makes the whole process easier. It doesn't mean, like, of course, no challenges just because you're both followers of Jesus and you both have faith. Of course, for sure there's
Hmm.
still conflict and all of that, but it's just
Hmm.
you're able to go through it with more unity. um but yeah, there's still a challenge though. I like Andre was saying, relationship goals. The challenge though, it's still long distance. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
Andre V,
Just curious.
where?
Where?
Chicago.
No
Mm-hmm.
way. What?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Chicago?
Yep.
That
your
is
neighbor, bro. It's your neighbor,
Your
man.
neighbor, actually,
Oh
just
my
across the street,
goodness.
dude. Just
that is
Crazy.
yeah.
Wait, bro. Let
uh,
me if you're me asking, like, what's an advice you can give for like LDR?
what's an advice?
don't. I'm kidding.
Advice you can give for LDR.
Uh,
Go on, Jay.
practical stuff, or like
Your best advice
Jamie,
for
get
LDR.
get
married. Get married
married.
fast.
Get married
Get
fast.
ma-
Yo, that's one way to get a
Seal it.
visa. Get the visa
get a
by
visa.
getting married. Uh, um,
Don't suffer LDR. Yeah, true.
well,
But there's
both
COVID.
of
There's COVID right now, so
it's like,
all right, go ahead.
I think you have to really, before you enter into it, ask the real questions, like, are you willing to give up where you are, because someone's gonna have to make an adjustment in the long run. Like, are you
Yeah.
comfortable giving up your comfort zone for someone else? But also, like, how how all in are you for the relationship? Because if you're all in, you're gonna really do what you can to make it work. And uh and that's gonna reflect on the time schedules you set aside, communication, updating. Because if it's LDR, you it's like you can hide so many things, honestly, but then it boils down to, like, how willing are you to communicate and to be open, even if you have the freedom just to hide your life. uh
Right. Yeah.
so it kind of all boils down to how all in are you for the relationship. And if you know you're willing to make a sacrifice and wait and save up money even for it, like, it's something you're gonna want to take. But yeah, with
So
this,
you're gonna come to Chicago, bro?
dude, she's
Come
coming
to
here.
Chicago. Oh,
Oh my god.
uh
He's like, dude.
no, did I told you last time in my last story, I applied for a visa. They didn't accept me.
that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Ooh.
And actually, I
Just
would
get
have,
married
bro.
already.
If I had a visa, I would probably be there as soon as I can go.
That'd be so dope, man. If
I'm
you
not even kidding. Like,
Wow.
it's just the visa thing that is the challenge. But, like,
Hmm.
uh,
So you gotta get married fast.
get
so,
married.
but yeah, the goal is, like, because traveling for her would be simpler. She's like, actually, I'm willing to, like, see you and stuff like that. So that for me is like
Yeah,
her willingness also to do. I'm gonna melt. Like, I'm not even asking her, but she's taking that initiative. I'm like, this girl shows like how all in she is to really like do it.
Hmm.
Oh,
Um,
That's
bro,
so crazy,
you're making us kilig, man.
bro.
You're
Tell us how you
making
guys
us
met.
kilig.
Let's meet Andre's via
For
wow,
real.
guys, can you
But
before he meets
could
you.
Jay, can you bring me like I would be sad if you guys just
A
meet her and I'm
visa.
like not there, you know, like we will ship her. Yeah, LB seniors, LB seniors.
But
LBC.
you guys have met in person before, right?
We did
Or
not meet in person with my
ever?
previous the girl I dated. We met in person first
Yeah.
and then LDR. But with her, it was LDR from the start.
Also, you
so do
never
you?
even met in
Okay.
person.
Yeah, we haven't.
Wow, that's something to look
Oh
forward
my
to.
gosh.
That
Yeah,
is that's so dope.
ECQ. I mean
Yeah.
ECQ. It's like pandemic relationship. Uh,
Wow.
but honestly, yeah. I I feel like I mean, I've only been in one other relationship, but for me, honestly, this relationship is so healthy, and I love it. So
Love
Uh,
that for you.
let's ask Andre V. About his love
I'm
life.
curious.
Yes, J Med. Yeah, let's connect. Let's connect.
uh, Andre V, could you tell us a true love story in your life and anything you learned that you could share with
Oof.
us?
A true love story. Well, I don't have. What is love, guys? Um, I
Stop.
mean, I'm basically like, if I were to count my relationships, I'd count as in like real relationship is just my last relationship, which was like 4 years ago.
Mhm.
But
Sorry, the chat.
what's what?
How about
Wait,
this?
wait. So what's wait? What's
How about
First,
this?
first and
What
last,
do you look for? What do you look first and
I'm
last?
single.
first and last meet and marriage.
What do you for Andre V? What do you look for in a girl that you choose
What's your
before?
type
Mm,
of baker?
Basically, what's
yeah.
your
Okay,
type?
I already know.
What's your type?
Mentality.
And to add that, can you
Um,
add your non-negotiables in a relationship? Like these are things
Oh
you really
wow,
like.
this is like
beautiful.
the
Yeah.
spotlight is on
Hot
Andre V right
seated.
now, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's so
Big
crazy because
smiles.
like on my stream last night they were asking me this too. But for one is what I look for. It's I'm really big on how they treat people,
Mhm.
and it's not like how do you treat people that can't give anything back to you? You know how like some people like if they want something from them, they're gonna like obviously like treat them different, but then like how do you treat the janitors, how do you treat the CEO, right? Like that.
Right.
That another one is like how they see life, you know, because I have family growing up where it's always super serious and like I see them stressing over life so much, and like for me like just kind of like enjoying life and
Mm.
making the most out of what you have, right? So how they see life, like they can make fun or make light of the situation no matter what it is, right? I like that dark humor too. I don't know if you guys I like dark humor too.
Uh oh.
um yeah, I guess okay, non-negotiable for me.
Something, yeah, non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable for me. I guess just how they like respect, you know, like family, family wise, and I guess those are not non-negotiables for me too. Like how they. Oh, one thing is God. That's a huge
Yeah.
thing.
Right.
You know, are they very like oh like don't talk about God around me, stuff like that. That's a
Mm-hmm.
big no no. Like
Yeah.
are they like someone is very open minded, I guess.
Yeah.
Andre V, I like you. Oh my gosh, Micah.
Wow. So
Micah.
guys, if you develop the crush for Andre V, he's currently single and ready to mingle. If you want to hit him
Oh
up
my
in
god,
the
Ah.
DMs,
I'm just
Ready
in
to
send him a
Chicago.
message, give him a follow. He's out in Chicago. And best to you
Wait,
guys.
Andre V.
What's
Curious
up?
question. Why were you asking about like what's the best
LDR.
advice for LDR?
Oh, dude, great question. So, literally earlier, I think she's already asleep. But my sister, she just got
Oh.
into a relationship with this guy from Vegas, and then
Mm.
they actually used to go to school together. Man, I'm like
Yeah.
sharing her story on here, but I so like basically
She's sleeping with one eye open. What's this guy doing
no.
right now?
Watch yourself.
It's guys, I'm
Marco.
telling you, it was so sad. Like, yeah, he's from Vegas, and I such a like nice, sweet guy. He actually asked me like, before he asked my sister. I was like, hey, I just want you to know my intentions. I want to ask
Wow.
your permission, stuff like that. But like, long story short, like he came here this past week while I was in Cali and to ask my sister out. But at the same time, he's going to the Philippines in like 4 days. So I dropped him off to the
Oh dang.
Philippines. I mean, I
Oh,
dropped him off at the airport
so
today,
you met him.
and I
Okay, so you know him.
yeah, and just seeing them like say goodbye, like I felt for them, like man, and like
Oh.
my sister came back in the car and she just cried like,
Bro,
Oh,
it's okay, it's okay,
saying
don't
goodbye at
worry, like
airports, worst thing
oh
ever.
man,
yeah,
I
yeah,
did
for sure,
multiple
for sure.
rifles,
Tell me about it.
but yeah, it's man, LDR is it's a serious thing, but like you said, Andre, again, I'm gonna relay that message to my sister, and it really is communication, like you gotta
Yeah.
be
Mm.
transparent and be very open minded.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah, I just felt so sorry for my
yeah,
sister,
tell
man.
her as well, like even now having the conversation, like who's gonna move where. And I know that might be like big, but that's something
Hmm.
you should know. Because if no one's willing to move, there's no point in
Yeah.
pursuing the relationship.
Yes.
So like
So
Yeah,
having those hard conversations already at the start is a
right.
compromise.
huge thing.
So like what who was it? Marco was saying. Yeah. So he's there for nursing school. He has like one more year left, and he's gonna come back. But the good thing is, like I was telling my sister, like he just like my sister just got she just passed her NCLEX, so now she's gonna be a nurse and she'll be making money. So like who knows? Maybe in 2 3 months you can go over there and like see
Yeah.
him. So run this credit, bro. He's good. I like him. That's weird for me to say too. Like,
Well, at least you get along with him. It would be terrible if
yeah.
you didn't get along with, you know.
Hmm.
But that's good. That's a blessing, I believe. I hope the best for them. Um,
Thank you.
for Eunice, okay, here's a question.
Yo.
You could give us advice as guys and guys watching the stream. What do you like that a guy does in a relationship that for you know, you appreciate from the other?
Definitely when a guy well, it goes both ways, naman. A guy, girl, definitely when the person has
Yeah,
respect for the other person,
right, correct.
that goes a long, long way. And I like what you were saying earlier about like attraction versus love. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, attraction versus love. Whether it started off with attraction, whether it developed love, but as long as there's respect in the first place, especially okay when guys, especially when girls, say they're not ready yet, and um and you just respect the decision. It really goes both ways. Doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl, but as long as there's respect in the relationship, that's really the one major thing I think that is important, and I appreciate. Yeah.
Absolutely. Respect. I think, yeah. See, this is good things to know for any guy here watching, having that respect in the relationship. Same with a girl. I always think that, three things that are critical in a relationship is the love, the trust, and the respect. Without one or the
Yeah.
other, relationship is going downhill. So at one point.
Yeah.
So those three are critical.
Right. They were also like saying, watch how he treats the women in his life. So like his
Oh yeah.
mom, how does he treat his
Hmm.
mom? How does he treat his sister? Or, whoever is that, yeah, woman in his life. Because
Yeah.
if you're entering into his life, most likely that's like kind of a glimpse of how he could be treating you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And
True.
so,
Very true. Oh, love.
Man, this thing got heated fast, guys.
Nah. How are you guys doing though? Are you guys
It's
doing
good. I love
okay?
it. It's
I'm
fun.
enjoying this. Yeah.
You guys are
It's
enjoying?
good.
This
Yeah.
is fun.
Then do whatever you guys
Wish
feel
I was in
comfortable with,
Chicago. I
because
wish I was Andre V in
Bro,
Chicago right now. That's
take
that's
my
I
spot.
like the revelations tonight.
Does she
yeah.
stream,
yeah,
bro, or
yeah, yeah.
no?
No, no, no.
Should get her on
No.
Kumu. Show you Chicago.
Really.
So Andre V, you. The question is,
What's up?
oh, it says here in the bottom. So question for your niece: when can you visit Los Angeles? Mm.
Well, I always say it, Kuya Jay, like it's really the prayer and manifestation at the moment. I'm really waiting for my Irish passport to come,
Mhm.
because that will solve everything. That'll make everything easier. I don't have to get a visa. Yeah, visa's a problem for me as well. since
Eunice was
I
supposed
got.
to come to Cali with me last week.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
really?
No way.
It
No,
was
I'm
a
just
plan
messing. She's just like,
for the
take me with
boys.
you.
For
Oh,
the boys,
Hmm.
dang.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a struggle. Honestly, being a Filipino when you're like, I just want to travel. Oh wait, visa. Lol. It's like boom,
Right?
Yeah,
slap in the
I know,
face.
right?
especially with COVID, there's a lot more restrictions. I know for Philippines, um, doors are always closed for
Yeah.
tourists, right? That's a
Yeah,
big one for Philippines right now.
for sure.
For Andre V, since the next episode will be on your stream, what are
Hmm.
you thinking that would be a good topic for us
Ooh.
to have on your episode?
Oh man, I love this.
Car insurance, right?
Car insurance.
Yeah,
Car insurance.
yeah. Let's talk about
How to
taxes.
choose the right finance plan.
We're gonna do that.
Big
Talk about how to
20.
save
Oh
and
my god.
invest. Um, I really like this. I feel like we can still dive into relationship, but something more like like a certain topic of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We can chat
Love
about it too.
Belen.
Unless you guys in the comments, what would you guys want us to talk about
Yeah.
on our next stream?
Guys, if you
Next
have any
stream.
questions even right now and you want to comment below, please comment below,
Yes.
as well as suggestions for topics in the future with the next episode.
Yeah.
We're reading you guys' comments at this moment, so feel free to say
Mhm.
whatever you guys would like. Thank you,
Where
Eunice,
when
for
PJ
speaking
says
up.
how to choose between top
Top
three, what
three.
does he mean top three? Like your top three choices when you like
Ooh,
three people? What's that? Oh,
I'm gonna
yes.
screenshot that.
How to choose
When
your
you have
top three.
three people.
Second chance.
Wow, iba ka, Kuya J. Three people. You're like, let me let me see who I'm gonna pick.
We gotta sell ourselves now. I like that second chance one. I can do kind of like what
Oh,
Andre Bro did, where he had like a series of questions. I can do
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So it's that.
Okay,
Yeah.
second
That's how I
chances.
started with you guys. That's how I started
Hmm.
with you guys. Asking questions.
Second
Right, right.
chance. Um.
Second
Oh yeah,
chance.
someone was saying in the comments earlier. I don't know if you saw it, but he's like, would you love someone that cheated on you? Because
Cheated on.
remember we
I
were talking
saw that
about
as
like
well.
loving, like
Yeah.
God's
Yeah.
love and all that stuff. That was a good one too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
For me
That's
to know. Oh, love.
I think love looks
Love.
differently in different situations.
Yeah.
100%.
You can love a person doesn't mean you're gonna hang
You
around
don't have
them
to
all the
be with the
time.
person.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
Yeah,
set boundaries.
Hmm.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Is
Is
cheating a
cheating?
choice? I believe so. It's like, oh no,
Yeah,
it's
I
the
think
devil.
I think it's
The devil made me
also
It's the
cheat.
devil.
it's also a
It
choice
is.
to put yourself in that situation. Right, it
Yeah.
Right.
could be also leading up to cheating, allowing yourself to
Temptations,
go into
right?
that. Right. So that's a
Yeah.
great topic. We could discuss that if you'd like
That's yeah.
next time or whenever.
Yeah, like
Um,
what do you do when temptation is there, you know?
yeah,
Do you
Oh
fall
yeah,
in?
Atamika said
You
that
just
the last time.
Mm.
too heavy with.
two have to be willing for second chances.
Mm.
True. Let's keep that topic for a future one.
Hmm.
Either when it comes to cheating, um, second
For
chances.
next one.
Because there's always different aspects like having rebuilding trust, which is so hard to have, or
Yeah.
whether cutting the line or building boundaries. I agree with
Yeah.
Andrea here. You can love someone, but that doesn't mean you have to associate yourself with this person. Pray for them,
Yeah.
love them, but build boundaries. I agree with that 100%. But I'd love to save that for a future topic, perhaps whenever you guys want to choose that.
Definitely.
Um, I'm sure everybody here in the audience would really love this. And if I could ask you, Inez, if you could please sing us a song that comes to your heart about
Hey, let's
love,
go.
Oh,
anything about
me
love that
again?
comes
What
to your
about
heart.
these two?
I tried
What
my
about
best with
them?
these two
There's a
guys.
singer here. Andre, we'll sing if you sing.
Yeah.
I just put
Uh,
Andre L out there too.
Andre L, actually, if you could drop an album for us right now, we would really appreciate you.
What? Drop an album.
Do you guys have
Nah.
any song requests for Eunice?
If you guys have any song
Yeah, I'm looking
requests,
up as
Inez, would
well.
you be game for that?
Of course. If I
Thank
know
you.
the song.
Okay.
Team Andre
Yeah.
Wars. We didn't hit a million each. We are supposed to sing if we hit a million each.
Grabe. Yeah. Do you guys have any song requests? Maybe the night. Is that by Ben and Ben? I could
Thank you
sing
for the
that.
Oh,
chocolate.
thank
Oh,
you.
wow.
Thank you for
Thank you.
Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
Starting over again. Maybe the night.
Hmm.
The gift.
Any?
I know maybe the night more. Okay, I'll
Okay.
sing that one. And then Andre will follow. Which Andre?
What?
You tell me.
Andre L.
Oh
But
man.
I
I gotta
swear,
go, guys.
Audrey L. Sing your
Yes, Jay. Let me
LOVE.
know.
I mean, yeah, Audrey L.
Andre V, do you sing?
They haven't heard your
I
LOVE
don't. I
though.
don't sing.
Okay.
I'm
Whew. Me neither, bro.
like the windows will break.
Ears will start to bleed.
No. Okay, I'll sing maybe the night na lang.
Okay.
Okay. This is for you
Great song.
guys.
Beautiful song.
Andre B is next.
Mm.
Whoa. Next! Who's next?
On Groovy.
Great performance.
AJ Rafael
Who
now.
is next?
Andre V, and is there someone named Luan that we're shipping right now? Is this a new love team that I'm seeing here?
I don't know. I don't know what's going
Luan
on.
is always like, I'm single.
Luan.
I'm right here.
Lowen's been
She's
at the
just
beginning.
like
Her
she's just
comments earlier.
waiting. She's just waiting for you. She's
Oh
available now.
man.
That's what she asked you. She shot her
This
shot.
is this is Lowen when I was going over like
Wow.
what I looked for. She's just like check mark. That's me. That's me. That's me.
Go on,
She's been
Andre.
commenting. She's like, I love your dimples, Andre.
Oh man. Thank you. Thank you,
Go
Lowen.
for
Go in
it.
the Philippines. I'll usually I'll sing it next time. I'll try. Who is AJ Raphael?
What
YouTuber.
song? What song are? Do you sing AJ Raphael, Andre V?
We could happen.
No, not really.
Mm.
Oh, Luan, I'll try to learn it for next time. How about that? If all the Andres sing, that's gonna be the song I'll sing. She
I
said
would
she
actually be
said
down.
she said killing me.
I've been actually wanting. I've been, guesting a lot of talents and
Yeah.
collaborating with a lot of artists here on Kumu, and I've actually
Yeah.
been really encouraged to try to get into singing, even
Do
on
it,
this
bro.
stream. Yeah, I'm not a singer. I didn't grow up as being a singer, but seeing people who put themselves out there and who themselves aren't really singers, but they still sing. I mean, I'm encouraged. So I look forward to singing as well as doing duets with you guys.
That'd be dope. Lessons by Eunice, guys.
Yeah, that's not bad.
We do that.
I think
Yeah,
Andre L,
all three Andres.
you posted once that you were singing,
Yeah.
right, Andre L?
That was on my sister's birthday, and then she's like, Andre, you have to sing, and then my whole family was like, go. So I kind of was forced into it.
Nice.
But kind of like in school we do, like it was a Christian school. We had like these
Choir.
and some yeah choirs
Same. Yeah, I feel you in
and
that.
all that stuff. So I they would make me sing, but I didn't really sing by myself.
Do you guys play instruments?
Oh, okay. I'm trying to learn guitar.
Ukulele.
I know basic guitars
Ukulele.
and ukulele.
Ukulele.
Andre plays the ukulele. I'm sorry, I'm exposing you.
Oh,
Wow. Which Andre?
nice.
You.
Oh my
You.
Hey,
gosh.
Perfect. You should
This
play
yeah,
one.
ukulele.
Okay.
Oh, there you
sick,
go.
bro,
Okay,
right there,
okay.
man. Oh,
Sing and play now.
you,
Sing and play.
you could
Oh
probably
my
just play
gosh.
something without singing. You could just play
Okay.
something for Luan, and there doesn't have
For
to be
Luan.
lyrics.
Okay.
Go
Wait, hold
Andre
on. How does this
sing.
go?
What song is this?
Take a guess. You
Is
probably
it
know it.
lemonade?
No.
Lemonade. Oh.
Yeah. That's it.
What is it?
It's Running Man.
Running Man.
You know the Running Man song. It's that, but it's just
Playing
like
that tune.
what do you call it?
Oh, okay.
Acoustic. Yeah.
Sweet. Because
Yeah.
what I'm hoping is like future episodes, we can put like a twist in it. See, Eunice, she has been singing here and there for us, special, talent to showcase. Andre V, you could drop the ukulele
I'm down.
tunes. Uh,
I'm down.
Andre L, you do breakdancing or anything
He
like that.
break dances while he sings.
Yo,
Yeah, it's not obvious.
yeah, like I literally break things while I dance. Like that's
You break stuff.
Yeah.
Literally.
Back cramps, hamstring
Yeah.
cramps,
This is
and
so funny. It's like
I would
we're
be
a
down
mini
to
band.
yeah, or
Thank you,
we can
Mary.
dance while the
kilig,
two
kilig sila
brothers sing.
sa dimples mo daw.
Kilig me.
Maraming salamat, Mary.
Kilig me.
That's so awesome.
Uh,
Okay, guys. Well, we're at an hour and 43 minutes, and for
Almost
Andre
there.
V, I know it's getting quite late there, and
Dude, I'm
Eunice, I
awake
don't know
now
if
because
you
of
want
you
to go
guys.
back to sleep.
Like I'm
Let's
awake
go
awake
another
now.
5 hours.
oh wow.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
money
Again.
in
you.
the
Thank
house.
you.
Thank
Dang.
you, guys. We're almost at
Wow.
100K.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
Aish.
gosh. That is
Aish, how
Oh
are
crazy.
you?
no.
Love
Thank
you,
you.
KJ. My
Thank
It
you,
gosh.
says
KJ.
Andre Bro poem. Do you do poems as well?
Ooh.
I enjoy making poems. I do. Perhaps that could be what I can share
Oh,
with
the
you
two
guys.
of
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Do a rap.
All
How
right.
about that?
Because poetry is also something I like though. Like uh
Yeah.
yeah.
Magaling
I
ka.
have
Spoken
one
word, right?
poem that I
Spoken
made.
word,
I
yeah.
Sample.
can
Sample, Andre.
Like
I can share one poem that I made. Yeah, here we go. God is love. God is the creator. From heavens above, there is none greater. God is king, king of kings. I mean, think about it. He is the one who made everything. He made the whole world in 7 days. We are his guests. He deserves all the praise. He made us from dust with a single breath. Then he took one day and saved it for rest. So when you fear, I want you to know Jesus defeated the devil and put him below. Resist the devil and he will flee. Accept the Holy Spirit and live joyfully. Jesus died on the cross so we may experience eternal life. How great is he who gave up his own life. Now let's show compassion to those who are poor. It's God's will for us, and he will bless us even more. And that's the
wow.
poem.
Wow,
Oh,
literally
love that.
ended with
That was
everyone
amazing.
on the
I
100.
love that.
Galing.
Thank you.
Galing mo.
Thank you.
That's good.
And I
Right.
was I was thinking like go ahead, go ahead.
Andre L's next, guys. Talent showcase. Go.
Yo, I opened up my laptop because I got like my poem in.
Hey, let's
Should we do
go.
it?
Go for it.
Oh,
Yes,
absolutely,
go
bro.
for
Please
it.
go for it.
Okay, I wrote this one time, 20 this is May 21. And I was thinking a lot about current events in the world and social media, and you know how when you look at news articles sometimes and you're kind of like, what do I do? Like, what is going on? How can I like help? But I feel like I'm stuck or
Yeah, I
something.
felt that.
So this one is called Love is the Main Thing. It's actually funny because it's
Crazy.
also on love. So here we go. It says this. There's so much tears, so much fear, feels like a storm cloud of doom. Trying to understand and make a difference while I'm stuck inside this room. People angry at the government can trust if the news is even true. It's hard to know the facts when the voices cover up the view. So where do I even go? Where do I run to? I want to help, but sometimes I just don't know what to do. So I fall back to my knees and I set my eyes again on you. You're the one that doesn't change when every minute there's something new. And you remind me that your voice is ever true and that the truth still stands even when its listeners are few. You said love. That's the truth of my nature. I'm the father of grace, not just the supreme creator. I stopped for the Samaritan woman that was put aside. I treated her with compassion. I didn't glare with hate and pride. I came for the lepers that society took out. I brought healing and restoration. This is what I'm all about. And not just
restoration for the body or on the outward skin, but restoration of broken souls and spirits, for I care more about what's within. I stand for the widows, those hurting and alone. My heart feels their pain. They shouldn't be carrying this weight on their own. I came for the lost. And yes, that was you. You were wandering away, so I came to meet you. Your heart was broken, beating to the wrong rhythms of society, so I came to give you the whole heart that's inside of me. It beats for the ones who are broken, and it beats for the ones who feel neglected and unchosen. It flows with power, but it is guided by grace. It cares for the person no matter their skin color or race. It is not self seeking, and it is not proud. It cries with the weeping, but rejoices with truth just as loud. It holds the hands of the hurt, encourages the downcast, reminds them of their worth. It says, "You're not an accident, even with unexpected birth." This is the heart I've given you now. Go share it with your neighbor, your friend, your family, even the stranger, or to the person that you don't like. For just as Jesus came to love all and serve them with his name, who am I to withhold this love I've received? Now I'll go and do the same. There you go.
Wow.
That's it.
Bro,
Ooh.
that's
Bro,
the Holy Spirit working
I
within you,
love
man.
that. I was getting goosebumps.
Thank you.
You could even make
Poem
that into
I
like
thought you
a
were gonna
session.
rap, bro.
yeah, like
It's
you can
just
make it
like
into a rap
spoken.
or like a song, you know?
Let's like
Yeah.
Poetry, I
start a
love it.
beatbox or something like that.
Thank you guys.
So
What's
galing. Both of
beautiful
them.
about poems, yeah, yeah, thank you. What's beautiful about poems is also it could, I believe, it could even be lyrics to a song. If
I
you
was
Mm-hmm.
gonna
find the right
say.
melody,
I was
sing it.
thinking that
Let's
when
write
Has
the
it's
it?
song na. Eunice will sing
Wait,
all our
has
Andre's
it
songs.
Under
happened
God's
before?
Love. We can
Sorry?
turn that
Like,
into a song and Andre can sing it. Woohoo!
What did Andre V
wait,
say?
no, has it happened before where like you know how like in songs, right? Mid song there's a rap, but mid
Yeah.
songs there's a poem. Has that
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah,
That has.
maybe. Why
I
not?
haven't heard of it. I
That
haven't
sounds pretty
experienced
cool.
it. That'd be cool.
Mm.
Yeah.
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 And
Andre
a lot
and
of
Eunice.
artists like they start with lyrics. So basically those lyrics
Hmm.
they're basically a poem. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
that's possible. Let's do that. Yeah.
Zer.
All right. That sounds like a deal. It sounds like a plan, especially if we're, can learn guitar, make some, find the right tone, melody for it, make it into a song. That'd be awesome. If we send
We're
you
actually
future
forming a band.
poems, yeah,
You said that. I was like, we're actually a mini band
Oh
now.
my gosh.
yeah.
Podcast/band.
If we make a poem and send it to your niece, would you be willing to sing a poem for us? Like, are you able to like find
Ooh,
good
that would be fun.
tones and melodies for the poem, or do you
Yes.
make your own original music?
Are
Oh
you
yeah, you
talking to
do.
me, right?
Yes, yes. Sorry.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
of
That would
course.
be fun.
Of course, of
That's
course.
right.
Oh
That's
my